Let's talk about it on Detroit Hot Radio. 2 hours of conversation ranging from politics, relationships, sports, and of course, Detroit musical artists. If it's a hot topic, we talk about it. Now here's your host, a musician and entertainer for over 50 years, T. Pablo.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got an interesting show tonight for you. Very, very interesting. We got a physician turned musician, or was he a musician turned physician? Either way you look at it, he's a doctor and he's a musician. Dr. V. Shawn. Dr. V as in victory. He's a musician, composer, producer, and performer. And most importantly, he's from Detroit. You know, Detroit Hot Radio, we support our local artists. That's our primary objective, to lend support to the artists that put in the sweat equity, their hard-earned money into their spiritual products. This is a product that comes straight out of your spirituality, and you can make money on it. It's important that we do things that create wealth. If it doesn't make dollars, it don't make sense. Why be out there just joking around? You got to be out there. So we may as well be getting it together. You listen to Let's Talk About It. It's on DetroitHotRadio.com with over 60 stations worldwide, with one as far away as Mumbai, India. We broadcast in 155 countries. We're very proud of ourselves. We want to bring back the drive to thrive. What I have decided to do along with supporting artists is to make sure we play their music on the radio. We got to do that. We got a caller calling in. Good evening, caller. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Dr. V. Shawn. Is this T. Pablo?
Yes, sir. Dr. V. Shawn. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the brother that I was telling you about. Dr. V. Shawn. He's a doctor, a real medical doctor. He's also a real musician. And I asked myself, where did this brother get all his time to do this? Welcome to the show, Doc.
Thank you so much, Mr. T. Pablo. It's good to be here.
I'm glad you're here. I was listening to your music, and I was taken aback. I was saying, how do you get that time? Because, you know, to get proficient in anything, let alone being a doctor, there's a certain discipline. Buddy, you one disciplined guy. I want you to know that.
Well, thank you so much. You know, it's about starting early and getting a foundation when you're, young. You don't have a whole lot of things that can get in the way. And fortunately, my parents, they were disciplinarians, so they made sure that I got a foundation and other things, outside of, the basics. I've got an opportunity to dabble in a little bit of a lot of stuff.
That makes a world of difference. That means a lot what you just said, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I thank God for my parents and for the support that I had from other family members. Young people need to connect. When adults start seeing their interests and their strong points, they need to connect early in life to be exposed to different things, a lot of different things.
I hear that. We had a caller calling in. I want you to call back, caller, but we're going to learn a little bit more about Dr. V's music. Andrea, my producer, sent me a lot of music, man. I didn't know you had this much music. I already had, 4 or 5 songs, and then she comes sending me like a catalog.
Well, yeah, what you probably have and which we were scrambling to get together for this interview was my first jazz CD I recorded and released back in 2013.
Hold that thought. You got a call I want to talk to you. We're going to get them, okay?
Not a problem.
Good evening, caller. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Yes.
How you doing?
This is Jay.
Hey, Jay.
What's up?
What's up, my brother?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. This is not Jay Mack, is it?
It may be.
He said it may be. Okay, what's going on, Mr. J. Mack?
So this is a question for Dr. Shawn. So I hear that you're working on a house, and I was wondering, when is it going to come out, and do you have any promotion for it? Maybe a concert or a show? I know you're good in the jazz and everything, but this is a new arena for you?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Actually, I'm coming out with a house music, but it has an infusion of jazz in it, and it should be released the end of this month, the beginning of November. So, wrapping it up.
That's good. And thank you, sir, for bringing that up. We want to get into some music. You can hold on if you want to, or you can hang up. People want to hear some music. The first song out we're going to do is called Out of the Groove. We're going to listen to this song, and when we come back, you're going to explain to us how you've come up with the idea for this song.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Sure.
We're going to listen to Dr. V, his new music. This song, Out of the Groove, is one of the hottest songs that I've listened to. I find it to be one of my favorites, and I'm sure the listening audience will too. So without further ado, here's Dr. V's Out of the Groove. Yeah. Yeah, that's sweet, Dr. V.
Well, thank you so much, T. Pablo.
That's one of those songs that when you're on your way to work and when you're on your way home from work, okay, you want something that's going to rock with you. You don't want nothing that's going to put you to sleep. You want to rock. That song.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, I love that, man.
Well,
how do you come up with that song?
I like bebop, and I like people like Donald Byrd. I'm really an old school head. I was thinking of something bebop-y on that jazz bebop type of vibe, and I was just toying around at the piano, and I came up with that keyboard licks, and then I said, you know what? That song needs like a sax on it. I got one of my good friends, Alan Sloan, to kind of lay the sax part down, and he did exactly what I needed for the song, you know, that melody. That's how I create. I toy around at the piano sometimes and come up with some melodies. And a lot of my stuff actually comes in my sleep when I'm really quiet at night.
A lot of people who don't have that experience cannot fathom that. Stevie Wonder used to say he used to wake up with music, and he had to get up and record it right away because he would lose it if he didn't. You know?
Exactly.
So as soon as you hear it, you got to get up and do it, right?
That's right. I got to have a tape recorder or something next to me.
So when did you first get into music?
I was 5 years old.
Hold that thought. You got somebody want to talk to you. Good evening, caller. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Dr. Thrasher, and I'm calling from Lansing, Michigan, and I'm calling about Dr. Trent and his musical compositions.
I hear you.
Oh, my God.
Is that you?
How's it going, Dr. Thrasher?
It's going fine. I had to run down and turn on my niece's computer and then the iPhone to get everything I needed to see. But it sounds very good. And how are things going?
Things are great. How are things with you?
Good. So you're not actually on TV. You're on online.
Telephone interview, yep.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad you're there, Doctor. Hold on. We got another caller that want to join in. Good evening, caller. What's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to Let's Talk About It.
Hello, this is Tony, and I'm calling from Novi, Michigan.
Okay, Tony, you got Dr. V.
Hey,
Hi,
how's it
Dr.
going,
V.
Tony from Novi?
Tony, what's your last name?
Oh, Will.
Because you sound familiar. Dr. Thrasher, Medina Thrasher. You sound very familiar.
Hi, Dr. Thrasher. How are you?
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you
good.
guys talk.
Did you finish what you were talking about?
I love Dr. Trent's music. I've been a follower since probably about 30-something years.
Oh,
I
okay.
used to play at medical school and other places, and he's a very talented young man. He makes all kind of tapes and things for me, so yeah, he's very talented. He's a very serious young man. He can be a little standoffish. You got to get to know him.
That's artistic eccentricity.
Oh, okay. Is that what it is? Is that what musicians have?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love music. So, and Trent loves music too. So keep on pushing.
Thank you so much.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just listen to the radio then.
Thanks for calling. Brother Tony, now, go ahead. You got the flow.
I've known Dr. Trent, we call him Bones, for 50 years.
What?
And he's an extraordinary individual. He comes from an incredible family, and he's actually my music teacher. He's been teaching me for 30, 40 years.
Oh.
And so I'm just a big fan of his music and his dedication to his craft.
Yeah.
I just have one question for you.
Yes, sir.
Who is your favorite artist and why?
When you say that, you know that that's like you're going into whole different genres. You mean instrumental, singing, male,
Singing.
female, singing?
Female.
Well, you know me for years. You know, I'm a fan of Shaka Khan. I grew up on Shaka Khan. Just the fact that she can easily go through jazz and R&B and all different types of genres was always intriguing to me. Her voice, to me, always sounded like an instrument in and of itself. It didn't even sound like a human. It had an instrumental quality to it. And that's probably one of the reasons why I was so intrigued by her.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just want to say it's been an honor working with you, and it's also good to know about this radio station. I'll be calling in more.
Oh, thank you very much.
The DJ there, yeah, brother, you're doing a great job.
I appreciate that.
Tony, we got to get together to do some more collaborations.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Real soon.
You call me when you're free.
Most definitely, sir.
All
Okay,
right.
you all take care.
Oh.
God bless.
God bless my brother.
Okay, now, bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Nice cause. We're going to get into some more music, but first we're going to take a station identification, and when we come back, we're going to go into this song, Sentimental Secrets.
One of my favorites.
Uh-oh. You listen to Let's Talk About It, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, T. Pablo. Let's Talk About It is on DetroitHotRadio.com, and we'll be right back after this.
Join in on today's topic at 313-879-1049. That's 313-879-1049. You're listening to Let's Talk About It with T. Pablo on Detroit Hot Radio, the heart and soul of Detroit music. This is where Detroit turns for R&B from yesterday and today. Detroit Hot Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with Dr. V. You
How's
there?
it going, everybody?
We're going to go to this next song. It's called Sentimental Secrets.
I was just going to say, hopefully it'll trigger some things.
This is Sentimental Secrets. That word, sentimental. We'll be right back after this.
Join in on today's topic at 313-879-1049. That's 313-879-1049. You're listening to Let's Talk About It with T. Pablo on Detroit Hot Radio, the heart and soul of Detroit music.
All right. Okay, we made it back. That song, man, that was a beautiful song. It was very sentimental style.
Thank you.
How you come up with that one?
The majority of these songs, and that's one in particular I wrote in a time when I was going through a difficulty with a relationship that I was having. You know how you long for someone you can tell your secrets to, you know, that partner, that special, woman that you would love to be able to convey your feelings and disclose your feelings to.
Oh, man.
So that's where it really stemmed out of. I just try to put stuff that I can't express verbally, you know, in my music, or how I'm feeling in my music. And I think we all yearn for someone who has that, being a friend, a lover, all of the above.
You know what brings it home?
What's that, Pablo?
Your music captures emotion. That's the main thing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This next song, That's What's Up.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up, right.
Yeah. Now, I like that title.
Mm-hmm.
By Dr. V. We'll be right back after this.
That's a pretty long song. It's like a jam session at the end.
Yeah. That's one of those moving
Right.
songs. Beautiful. We are running out of time, and we want to get into some more music. We're going to move it right along. That song that just went off, I do have to say this. Your solo is easy to understand, for lack of a better term.
Right,
Some
right.
musicians get so heavy, you find yourself trying to understand, right? Some
Exactly.
music is so easy, so simple, so beautiful. You know what they're saying because it flows that way. It's a conversation. That's what I liked about your solo. It was a conversation.
I try to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Try to keep it simple.
No complication. It was like hit every emotion. This next song, Entrapment. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this. Yeah.
Entrapment.
Uh-oh. Now, how did you come up with that?
The concept of that one is about when you're in a relationship, or you know how you're getting to know somebody, and then when you fall head over heels and you get deep into it, you come to the realization maybe that's not what I should have been involved in. An entangling relationship, and you're like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? And how do I get myself out of it? It's basically from a previous relationship. Actually, I can say it. It was based on my ex.
Wow.
I don't really like to tell people specifically what my songs are about, but because then people will get a big hit if they find out if it's about them.
Well, you got a call. You got a call coming in. Maybe this is that last caller. We'll talk about that a little later. Yeah.
She might be calling it now.
Right. Good evening, caller. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Stephanie Peoples from
Hey,
South
Stephanie.
Asian. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Stephanie. Thanks for calling in.
Oh, no problem. I just wanted to say your music is wonderful. Thank you for giving us something relevant that we can relax to. I'm drinking wine to your music right now.
I ain't mad at you.
So, Stephanie, how you feel tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Now, how long have you been knowing Dr. V?
I've been knowing Dr. V for about 3 years.
Oh, okay. What kind of person is he?
He laid back, real cool.
Like his music.
Just like his music, exactly.
I hear you. Okay. Now, that was a perfect example. You just tell them whatever you want to tell them, but they're going to already feel what they feel. And
Right, and I appreciate that.
Music is a universal language, but it touches everybody differently.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. So what do you do, Stephanie?
I'm a nurse practitioner.
Now, that's something else I want to talk to you about, Doc. What kind of doctor are you?
I'm a pathologist.
Wait, hold a second.
Yeah, I'm a pathologist.
The final analysis?
No, I'm the one that you see after you're gone, and I do like autopsies and
really?
stuff yeah, that's what I primarily went to school for. I also do some home care on the side, and I actually work with a group of great people, including Stephanie, who's on the phone now. So we do a lot of home care visits for people that can't go to the hospital or go to the clinic and
now, that's
stuff like
that. Beautiful thing. That is
Yeah.
one outstanding thing that you're doing, Doc. I really respect you for that. Yeah, that pathology thing, man. I know what pathology means, but all that it entails, I don't. So it makes sense with what you just said. You know, it's the part over here, it's the part over there, and we all do our part. So that's good.
Right.
Anything else you want to say, Stephanie? Thanks for all that enlightenment.
Oh, you're welcome. I just want to know, Dr. V, when you'll be coming out with your next CD.
I can talk about that briefly. Another caller had, wanted to know that. I have a house CD coming out the latter part of October, the first part of November. So I should be coming out with that, and hopefully I'll be having a release party for that following. And then I'm going to come out with another jazz CD early next year. I'm working on that right now, the jazz CD. The house CD is pretty much finished. I just have to release it now.
Sounds great. Love you. Nice talking to you.
Love you too, Stephanie. Thanks again.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Good evening, caller. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Nadia. I'm calling from Dearborn, Michigan.
All right, Dearborn, Michigan.
Hey, Nadia.
Hey, Dr. Trent. How's it going? I have to give a shout out to my boy, Dr. V.
I appreciate it.
That's nice, yeah.
Your music is, I've known him for 3.5 years, and I just have to, say your music is amazing. Sorry about the background noise. It's the baby. I'm actually trying to put him to sleep to this music. It is amazing.
Thank you.
I'm glad you called, okay?
Okay. Keep up the good work, Dr. Trent.
Thank you so much, Nadia. It's good hearing from you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye now.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
We got another caller.
Wow.
Uh-oh, yeah. Good evening, caller. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. What's your name and where you calling from?
Catherine from Farmington Hills.
Hi, Catherine.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. It's good to hear from you. And the question I have for you is when you're going to do another play.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to do any plays anytime soon, Catherine. I will say this. A young man approached me for a musical score for some poetry, which may later evolve into a play. We'll have to see. I actually started working on his concept, the musical aspect for his poetry. So, it may down the line develop into a play. He so far wanted me to write 2 songs for his poetry that hopefully will evolve into something bigger.
Great.
That's a good segue into this next song called Circus Parade. We got a few more minutes.
Exactly.
I want to get all this music out. I want people to hear this. We play some of your songs on Detroit Hot Radio as we speak in rotation, but I want people to hear this song, Circus Parade.
That's great.
That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you, Catherine.
Okay, you're welcome, darling.
You don't have to go nowhere, Catherine, if you don't want to. But we're going to do this last song. We're going to come back, and we're going to say our goodbyes, and we're going to kiss and hug and go home.
Okay.
So this is Circus Parade by Dr. V. We'll be right back after this. we got a caller, and good evening, caller. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, it's Mr. Simon Black. How you doing, Mr. T. Pablo?
Hey, what's going on, Brother Simon?
I'm all right. Yeah. I'm good. Hey, I just wanted to wish my boy Dr. V much success in his life and his music, and a good interview for him. And he in the right hand. To get his music out there.
Detroit artist is going to rock this station, okay? We're going to blow local music up. The world ain't heard what we got here in Detroit. We're putting together different rotations at the different times of the day, when the mom at house cooking, and when the dad at work, going to work, coming home from work. Like I was telling the brother here, his first song was like, I want to hear when I'm going to work and coming home from work, because it keeps me like, hey, you know, traffic is, you know, I got it, you know. So all this music has every emotion, and I love that about your writing, brother. I feel love. I feel nothing but love. Somebody trying to keep us on the radio. You got another caller coming in. Go ahead, call. You calling late.
All right, for sure. I'll holler at y'all later.
Who is this?
Christine Lawson.
Hey, Christine.
Hello, Shawn. Hey, congratulations on this wonderful interview. I just tuned in maybe 5 minutes ago. But the music the DJ was just playing sounds great.
Oh, great.
I have, so, you know, we've known each other for about 20 years.
Oh,
and I knew your musical talent when we were in medical school. We played together from black student talent shows to Briggs Roof down on Jefferson in Detroit. And we've even done weddings and funerals together.
All right.
So I know Dr. Shawn from a long time.
Thank you for calling. Soon this song go off, we'll be gone. Dr. V, it was really good, man. Thanks for coming on the show. I really appreciate you.
And thank you, Christine. And thank you, T. Pablo, for inviting me, man.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Everything
Fantastic
is beautiful.
show.
Thank you. And make sure you tell everybody, okay? You can hear us on everything. Computer, cell phone.
Listen every Monday
Good night.
from 7 till 9 p.m. for engaging
Thank you. Good night.
On the station where Detroit artists are always number one. We look forward to you joining us again next Monday from 7 till 9 p.m. for another spectacular show. Let's talk about it with T. Pablo on Detroit Hot Radio, the heart and soul of Detroit music.